dropping in to check out another Profit Picks episode. Greg here, and in this one, I'm going to discuss some changes that I made to the channel to hopefully improve it and create some more engagement, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go over today's picks. Now, before I do that, though, I want to apologize that I haven't gotten a video out in a while. When I first started this channel, I did let you guys know that there's going to be some times where I'm not going to be able to get videos out. I am married. I have 2 kids, a lot of things going on. Sometimes, you never know what's going to happen. So my goal is, however, going forward, is to put out a few videos a week to at least get stuff out there for you guys. And days that I cannot make videos, I will still add picks to the community thread of this page. So please be on the lookout there as well. All right, so before we dive into the changes / improvements that I made, I do want to ask you a small favor. If you could please like, subscribe, drop some comments below. I would truly appreciate your support in my effort to grow this channel. It would mean the world to me, and of course, it's free of charge to you. So, as far as the changes and improvements that I made go, I just signed up for Outlier, and I feel like it's going to add value to this channel. It's going to create more interest. It's going to give us more content, and hopefully you guys will be encouraged to ask me to break down maybe a prop for a future game or a matchup or something like that, right? The bets that I place, I do all the research manually using the same websites I would say the above average sports bettor uses, such as teamrankings.com, #basketball reference. I mean, the list goes on. Outlier kind of helps me get to where I was already going just a little bit faster, and of course offers more content for this channel, so a win-win there. Another thing I'm adding is I don't do parlays necessarily. I'm talking like probably less than a handful of parlays a year I do, and they're not like your crazy 10, 15, 20 leg. I'm talking 2, 3, 4 leg is even extreme for me. But I'm going to put some of those smaller ones together just in case other people are interested. I know in the sports betting community, parlays are pretty much huge. But I am a straight bettor. I actually try to get some profit out of this. But again, I understand the interest in it. And again, occasionally I do, right? So like last night I did actually. It didn't turn out well, unfortunately, because the Bills lost. But I did parlay the Eagles money line with the Bills money line. Took a chance on it. Didn't happen. But yeah, like I said, that was one of the handful that I would play. So in very rare instances, I will do parlays. But I want to add them to the channel because I understand that they are interesting for people. So moving over to the Outlier app here, I'm sharing my screen with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the first pick. I'm taking the Magic money line. And we look at the public betting data. Here we can see the tickets are split 50-50. Most of the money is on the Magic. Could indicate that sharp money is on the Magic. And I can see why. I mean, in this game, basically what's going on for me here is these teams are, in my opinion, on 2 different trajectories, albeit the Heat have been doing, they've been doing considerably well playing the way that they've been playing. They're at 500, 22-22 with that Jimmy Butler drama going on. The Orlando Magic, however, I think they have been underperforming relative to people's expectations, and I think part of that is obviously the injuries that they've been dealing with. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at those first. I mean, they got a couple of big game-time decisions coming up here. Batadzi's a game-time decision. Jalen Suggs is a game-time decision. So, if those guys are back, I think that the Magic should be laying more than a point here. I mean, another thing is Franz Wagner. It's probably likely he's back in full effect. He put up 32 points last game against the Pistons. So, again, just another significant piece that the Magic have gotten back as of recent. Although you look at their numbers, or the reason I mentioned that, I should say, is you look at their numbers against you look at their performance against the spread, I should say, against the number. Last 5 is horrible. I think they covered the last game against Detroit, right? But other than that, out of the last 5, they didn't cover any. And the the Heat only covered 1. So again, for me, I think the Magic are better off with Wagner coming back here. He's getting back into the full swing of things. He's back into the fold, so he's a significant piece of that. Jimmy Butler's coming back. I don't know what that means for the Heat. I don't think it necessarily means anything good. I think with that drama kind of looming in the background, that plays against them here. And again, the Magic, in my opinion, are a strong team, and they're getting some significant pieces back, only laying a point. I got to take them on the money line here. The Memphis Grizzlies plus the 3.5 points. When we break this one down, no major injuries for the Grizzlies that I can see here. Aldama's going to be out. Josh Hart is a game-time decision, so if he's out for the Knicks, that's pretty significant. He's been playing pretty well for them. But we look at how these teams have performed against the number as of recent. Last 5, they're pretty much even. Last 10, Memphis is going to get the edge. Memphis is actually the best team against the number this year. I think they're 31-15. That's amazing. So, yeah, they're doing very well against the number. And when we go and we look at the matchups, again, no major injuries it looks like to consider. But when we look at the matchup here, New York's a good defensive team, but it looks like the Grizzlies get a pretty big edge offensively to their defense still, even. The Memphis Grizzlies are the top scoring team in the league, and the Knicks are the 8th in total points allowed defensively, right? So they're a good defense, but Memphis is a powerhouse offensively. Look at the edge field goal percentage. Memphis offense ranks 5th, and the Knicks defense ranks 18th. And basically some significant differences everywhere you look. Except for free throws are kind of even there. Rebounds, even-ish. Depends on how you split them. Blocks, looks like Memphis gets the edge there. Pace, edge goes to Memphis. Points in the paint. Fast break points, second chance points, true shooting percentage all go to basically to the Grizzlies. And if not, it's pretty much even. So that kind of stuck out to me. I think there's a big opportunity here for Memphis to really show up and, put the points on the Knicks here. I think they get the edge. I think their offense is a pretty tough matchup for the Knicks defense, basically. And if we flip this and we look at how Memphis's defense stacks up against New York's offense, it's a little bit more even versus what we were just looking at, right? So, I don't know. I think that the major edge here goes to the Memphis Grizzlies offense, and I think they might be doing enough to stay within 3.5 points. If this was a +2, I'd probably be a little more hesitant, but they're getting more than a bucket here. They're a high-powered offense. They get the edge over New York's defense pretty much in most categories. So, again, this one, I got to take Memphis plus the 3.5 points. Clippers -1. It's now -1.5. I would take them on the money line if you could, right? Getting them at -118 there. But, yeah, for me, I don't know. Unless there's some late injury news or something, this line just doesn't make sense to me. The Clippers are a way better team. They're like a top 5 team ATS, I believe. Yeah, they're the second best team ATS, 29-16. And Phoenix is the absolute worst, 15-28. And although that's kind of a slap you in the face kind of fact there, I don't know. I mean, barring any major injury news, I just think this is a bad line. I don't know where the -1 is coming from. I think the Clippers are through and through the better team. I understand the Suns are going to be at home, but they're just not good against the number. I mean, they're over 500. They're 23-21, but against the number, they're just bad. And, the Clippers, we're looking at Norman Powell. He's playing very well still. They got Kawhi Leonard back, so they're basically a full go. I don't know. I can't get there. I think that the Clippers should be laying more than a point heading into Phoenix here. So, I mean, we can even break it down here, an outlier, and look ATS-wise. I mean, look, the Clippers compared to the Suns, they're just getting killed. That's the last 10, last 5, last 20. Head-to-head, maybe they're getting the match. Maybe that's where they're getting the edge. No, not even. I mean, the Clippers are still doing better against the number head-to-head against Phoenix. 2024 numbers, obviously, we already went through that. Just vastly different here. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this number's coming from. Unless there's some major injury news, I guess keep an eye out on the injury report. This line doesn't make sense to me. I'll lay this all day with the Clippers. So that's going to be the third one. Next one up for us is a prop bet, and it is same game. Norman Powell over 26.5 PRAs. So, yeah, in this one, let me go ahead and pull up Powell's PRAs. Oh, it's points. Sorry. Okay. So over 26.5. Implied probability is 56% on this. Now, if we break this down and we look at the last 5, he's covered this 5 out of the last 5, 8 out of the last 10, and 14 out of the last 20. Head-to-head, played them basically only twice this year back in October, and he covered this once. The other time he did not. 2024, he's been clearing this 68% of the year. When we look at the away splits, they kind of drop off a little bit, I believe. Actually, they don't even a whole lot. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, again, I guess just another reason why I like this one. So, yeah, this is going to be my fourth one, Norman Powell over the 26.5 PRAs. As you can see here, he's been playing very well to this throughout the year. I like this matchup. There's nothing special about Phoenix. I mean, we look at how they match up against the position. Again, here, you can see there's nothing special about them against the position here. And again, I think the Clippers are just a better team through and through. Paul has been a key player of them this year. I like his chances of going over this 26.5 PRAs here today. Next one up for me, and the last one for tonight, is Damian Lillard over 24.5 points. So yeah, this is another one where I'm kind of just trying to take advantage of the matchup here, right? Damian Lillard and the Bucks, they're going to be playing the Utah Jazz tonight, who give up a bunch of points. And hold on, let me clear Powell and get back over to Lillard. Sorry. Yeah, so again, you know, Utah, they give up a bunch of points. It looks like the line moved to 24.5. I would probably still take it, to be honest with you, but I got this at 24.5. You could probably bring it down. 135, I mean, it's not horrible, I guess, but I would, if you want to take the minus 135 odds, I would take it back down to 24.5. But that's the number I liked. I mean, again, last 5 he cleared this, last 8 out of 10, and the last 13 out of 20. Head-to-head, again, played him this year. This was last year, so I don't really care too much about that. But in November of this season, he put up 34, so that's good. And in 2024, he's been clearing this like 62% of the year, so just a good probability of clearing this overall throughout the year. So, yeah, I like this spot for him. Again, you know, Utah, we know they give up a bunch of points, and there's, again, nothing special about them guarding the point guard position. So, you know, I feel like Lillard's not going to have an issue getting his. And where we look, you know, we look at the team rankings even, we know Lillard likes to shoot the 3 ball. They get the edge there. And just offensively, they're just way better. I mean, look at how bad or where Utah kind of ranks and where they stack up against a high-powered Bucks offense, right? So, again, I like the chances of Lillard getting over the 24.5. Next one up for me, and the last one, I'm going to start out our parlays light, and I'm going to do a 2-leg. I'm going to take the Clippers money line, and I'm going to add DeRozan over 15.5 points. It's only a 2-leg, but it's plus money, okay? It's plus 114 odds. You know, like I said, I think the Clippers are going to come in and beat the Suns. If they lose, I'd be shocked. I mean, again, keep your eye out for some major injury news late. Maybe there's something like that that's going to happen. But aside from that, I like the Clippers money line. I like stacking that with DeRozan to get at least 15 points when they play the Nets today. Stack those two together, and you're getting plus 114 odds, at least at the moment. So that'll be the parlay for today. All right, guys, so I got to cut out of here. That's going to be it for today. I want to thank you very much for dropping in to check it out. If you're enjoying this content, please do not forget to like, subscribe, drop some comments below. Again, it would mean the world to me as I try to get this channel to grow, and it's absolutely free of charge to you. So with that said, whatever you're betting tonight, good luck. Please do so responsibly. Take care, and of course, I'll catch you in the next one.